pivot 4, turn, draw a line. There's your possible low of the day. There's your possible low of the swing at least. Draw a line. And then start all over again. Start all over again. So you can see how this played out. Here's the first sell for me here. Can you agree? There's the first sell. Can we see a block sell coming in on that move higher? Yes or no? Can we see a block seller coming in on that move higher at 12.55? Yes or no? Yeah, so it confirms the value. Can we agree that there is a pivot price right above it and there's nothing else above it? There's nothing else to the left, right? So we know that the seller came from that price. So if the price were to retest that dealer's edge, should you not be getting short? Now, the reason why it was important to get short there was because we were in a pin zone. So we're not expecting, if we're in a pin zone, we're not expecting what? What do we not expect? We don't expect a trap trade because we're in a pin zone. If we're in a pin zone, it's probably going to be a sell fade type trade. That's why we're in a pin zone. So obviously we get the sell fade on. We don't get the trap because by the time the trap sets, we're way off the bottom edge. Now they might say, well, it doesn't really matter because I was aiming for this liquidity here or whatever. In which case your squeeze would still have been validated on one of these candles here, so you'd still have been able to maybe get the press on, but obviously that would have been a choice you would have made at perhaps one of these candles here. But anyway, it still made landfall. It doesn't make any difference whether you did or whether you didn't. It still made landfall. And then we got exactly the same. Can we all agree that there was a spike in volume there for a block seller on a rising red line? Can we see the block seller? Can we mark the block seller? And if we can mark the block seller, which I've done there, can you draw a dealer's edge? Yes, we can. So now we've got a fade zone and we've got the potential for a squeeze zone. As the price rolled up, it started to roll over and I was watching the delta and I was getting ready to take a shot at this because I felt as if there was a lot of opportunity to not only get the trade on, but the delta's trapped as well. And sure enough, that was a reasonable trade as well. Can we all agree that there was some block selling coming in? Now, I counted this as a block seller. You might say, yeah, it's a bit iffy. Okay, fair enough. It is a bit iffy, and I didn't have a trade anyway because it never went back up from it. But I did count this as definite block selling. Can we agree on that block selling? Yes, we can. So we've got a block seller. Can we agree on these two dealer's edge areas? So my choice is to trade into the dealer's edge. But when that price came up here, can we all agree that that's now starting to track down? So if the price reverses out of here, could I jump on board very quickly with a squeeze at the bottom edge? Now, I know it's a wee bit below that price, but obviously it's still the bottom edge squeeze. So I jumped on board, 85s, 86s, and that was a cracker, wasn't it? $2,000 on that squeeze, $2,000 on that squeeze. Perfect setups, isn't it? Perfect setups over and over again. Remember, the reason why I'm taking these trades is because I have a value that's sell side, sell side, sell side only. Just the same way as I had an opportunity to take a trade here. You can see this is dropping, so I'm going to look to buy it. We had a definite buy side block there. So I had a dealer's edge coming into this area here. The only challenge I had, and the reason why I didn't buy it, was because by the time we came into this area, first of all, I never saw the trap, so the trap didn't ever set up. So if the trap doesn't set up, I'm expecting a blue pullback. So when it got the blue pullback, you can see that we're losing value quite aggressively here. We've still got macro value, but I felt as if it was maybe a wee bit too risky based on the fact that the 4,000 is right above us. It's maybe a wee bit too risky. So I passed on the buy trade, which unfortunately turned out to be a nice winner. Well, not unfortunately, because it was a buy trade or nothing. But I didn't take it. I passed on the deal, and that's absolutely fine. I mean, I'm happy with my decision. Not in hindsight, but I was happy at the time, and I'm happy when I look back at what my decision should have been. With values running like this, I'm not sure I'm going to get a pop on this. It might just sail through this area. So I took my trade off, didn't let it fill, and the price did pop without me on board. So fair enough. It is what it is. Sexy. Sexy. Sexy like a box of chocolate strawberries, boys, I'm telling you. My goodness gracious me.